Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My hair probably looks crazy. I freshly washed it last night and I just brushed through it and that was it. Anyways, today we are going to the antique store. We're going to one of my favorite antique stores. I have not been to this one in a while, probably since before Christmas, maybe before Thanksgiving. I don't know. It's been a while and it's one of my favorites. So I figured I would take you guys along. Hopefully it will not be too busy in there. It is a Saturday morning and I do not like going to antique stores on Saturdays because they're always so busy. So I'm hoping it's not as busy today. I would like to film a little bit of pieces and kind of show you guys what I look for when I go to antique stores, like some of my favorite things to look for, and what I love to like put in my home. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can do that. Hopefully it's not too busy. Either way, I will film a few clips and take you guys along. If I buy anything, I will share with you guys what I buy. I really am not like going to shop. I'm just going to look, just because it's been a while and I don't like really have anything in mind. So we'll see what we come out with. All right, we're starting off strong with real solid wood furniture. You cannot beat it. Another thing I love is baskets. This was a great price. It was $20 and it was huge. This flower pot caught my attention. I love a good chinoiserie style flower pot. Also love these wooden pieces. This would be great for little knickknacks. More baskets. We love baskets. I use them for everything. They're so fun. I love looking at little like fabrics for your tables like this. Love that. Books are another thing that I love. I feel like you can always decorate with books, and I do that a lot in my house. I like to use them to stack things up and make them higher because I like to play with a lot of heights on different surfaces in my house, so books come in handy all the time. The older they are, the better they look, in my opinion. I love a good like ratted book on a shelf. I think that looks so cool. Another thing I love to look at is the silver, as you can see in the background of this video, and old cards like this. I just love looking at them. I haven't bought them, but they would be great if you were a scrapbooker or you did a lot of crafts. You could always get these old cards or calendars and cut out the pictures of them and use them in some kind of crafty way. One of my favorite things to thrift or get at antique stores are oil paintings or like vintage looking paintings. This I thought was really cute. It reminded me of Axel when he was younger. And I love the style of this. I just love paintings like this because I feel like it's a good way to bring like a vintage antique vibe to your home. But if you mix it with like newer modern pieces, it just looks great, I feel like, and it gives your home a bunch of different layers. So there's quite a few of those that I've seen today. Okay, these are some of my favorite pieces. I love the chinoiserie vases and plates, and as you can see, this booth had a ton. Some of them are very pricey, and you just kind of have to like pick through. Sometimes I can find them at a decent price, but sometimes they are very much overpriced. But it also really just depends on like if they're real antique or not. Love this rose medallion print. Love that one. I think it was over 100 if I remember correctly, but it was beautiful. This was another adorable old painting that I loved. I just love these. I think they're so fun, especially with the gold frames that they add to them. They're just one of my favorite things to look for. I love when booths have boxes of frames that you can choose from because that wooden, like rounded one is so cute. Also, that bottle crate to the side, I love that as well. It's just a bunch of like fun things that you can do other stuff with. Like I would do so many things with that bottle crate. I could use it in my homeschool room. There's just so many things you can use that for. Okay, this is one of my favorite booths. I don't know where the lady that owns this booth sources her stuff from, but she always has so many good pieces. I follow her on Facebook and she is always scoring, like beautiful artwork. Like look at these gorgeous pictures that she has. They're all beautiful. Everything she has in her booth is just stunning. And I don't know where she sources it from, but she has excellent taste, and you can always find something in her booth. Like I love all the little tiny old paintings and different like art that she has. It's so cute. This booth was really fun. I was gonna get that rabbit tassel and I decided last minute not to, but I loved the maximalist look of this booth. Everything was so fun, and it was a good mix of modern and vintage, and those pillows were so cute to me. They screamed Y2K. This has been another area that I have been looking through lately, and that is like the manly like tool looking booths, because you can find some great medallions, like horse medallions, and that is what I have been searching for a lot lately for different necklaces. I also love that little magazine rack as well. That was super cute. Along with the tool area, the brass area is another place I've been looking for horse medallions. Also, I love this little pocket change dish. I think it was a real one because it was super heavy. Love this little car key rack as well. You can always find some good brass things. This one made me mad. Okay, this jar, $69. If you guys seen my Home Goods haul recently, I got the same jar for $20 from Home Goods like last month. This is one of my biggest pet peeves about stores like this. They will find things from Home Goods and they will upcharge it like 100%, and it drives me insane. The large ginger jar in the back was also from Home Goods. I can't remember the price of it, but it was ridiculously overpriced. But I did love this pillow. I thought this was really cute, and I think it might have been handmade. Another item that I don't think I got any clips of that I love looking at antique stores are lamps. They are one of my favorite things. You can always find a beautiful lamp, and if you don't like the shade on it, that's perfectly fine, because you can buy a modern shade to go with it, and it just makes it even better. All right, I have completed my antique store visit. It was so busy in there, y'all. So busy. I tried to get as many clips as I could, but there's just so many people, and they were like in the same booth as me. See, I have this etiquette, well, I consider it a vendor antique store etiquette, where if there is one person in a booth, I just kind of walk to the next one and then I circle back around, because these booths are not very large, and you know, there's just not a lot of room in there. Like I literally knocked over a mannequin with my bag. Thankfully somebody was behind me and caught it. But the reason that happened is because I could not walk like back around like I wanted to, and I had to like shimmy my way back out. Just too many people in there for me. I love going to the antique stores, but I love to go during the week when it's less busy, because Saturdays, those antique stores are popping now. I really think it has a lot to do with like TikTok and, well, social media in general, just making like it into such a trend right now, and there's just so many people like loving it right now, which is great. I mean, more stores for me. Pick up one thing. I picked up this really cute like table cloth. It's not like a huge tablecloth, which I like. I thought it would be really pretty just to lay across the table for like springtime and Easter, and I think it'll look really good with my Easter decor. The antique stores, I think I'm gonna do a voiceover on the clips that I did film, but just to kind of like recap, the things that I love to look for when I go into antique stores are books, any kind of like fabric, like tablecloths like I just showed you, any kind of like little doily. I love things like that. I don't always buy them, but I love to look at them and see, like, try to think of ideas that I could do with it. I love lamps. I love all the pictures, like the vintage like wool paintings. I love those. So those are things that I always look for, and obviously anything chinoiserie, which is super popular right now. So like anything blue and white, like rose medallion, all that fun stuff. Love those patterns. Another thing I love to look at is the brass section. I've been really loving that section lately, because I've been on the hunt for some horse medallions to wear as like necklaces. I didn't find any today, but I was looking for them. I just didn't see any. So I love looking through that section. Sometimes you can look through like the sections with like the older tools and stuff, and you'll see them there. So those are things that I love to look for. Huge fan of like the little trinkets. If I have like something in mind that I want and that I have a space for, yes, but a lot of that stuff I just don't have room for. But if I had like more shelving or something, you know, that would be great. I love plates as well. Plates are another fun thing to find at the thrift store for plate walls. I actually was looking for that too because I want to start a plate wall in this like weird area in my home. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's where like it vaults from the living room to the kitchen. There's like a wall space, and I would love to start a plate wall for that. I didn't really see anything that was catching my eye. I also love the little trinket boxes that you can find there. Those are really fun, but I feel like I have so many that I don't really need them. By the way, I got the Toxic Espresso and it is not good. I've had it before at my Dunkin' I usually go to, but I don't know if they just made it funny here. It tastes like burnt. But anyways, everybody has Valentine's balloons in their car right now. It's so funny. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it was fun for you. I love antique shopping. If you guys want to see more antique store finds and shopping, let me know because I would be glad to do that. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.